Between the hedges, Georgia dogs coming out. War Eagle flying over Jordan hair skies. Hottie toddy down in Oxford, rebels rise. Cowbells ringing in Starkville all night. Rocky Top singing in that Leland light. Anchor down Vandy, black and gold pride. Gamecocks crowing in Columbia loud and wide. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Gators in the swamp, trumping all day long. Saturday nights in Death Valley, that tiger strong. So we Razorbacks, crowd calling the hogs. Blue Ridge battle, Wildcats bringing the dogs. Show me Miss Zoe, black and gold fight. Boomer Sooner running on a Saturday night. Hook 'em horns, burnt orange in the sun. 12th man standing, Aggies get it done. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler. I didn't even know Tez had got. I didn't even know Tez had got in here to get Tez. I didn't know you was in here until I just looked up. What up, Tez?
What's happening?
Chilling. I thought I was gonna be on here by myself tonight, man. It's all good though. Marcus had to take the night off a little bit. He got to take care of some business, but man, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here tonight around the water cooler. Tonight's gonna be an interesting show, man. It should be an interesting show, man. But before we get into it, man, please make sure that you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast on Facebook, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. Also, man, if you have a Twitter account on Twitter, follow us on Twitter at CoolestPod23. That is at CoolestPod23 on Twitter. And of course, make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure that you like. Make sure that you share the video, because guess what? I'm telling you, we have a lot of great content that's coming down the way. And I'm telling you, you do not want to miss it, because it's great, man. And we're trying to get 900 subs. We're trying to get 900 subs. That's what we're trying to get to. We're trying to get 900 subs. So, man, just hit the subscribe button, like the content, share the content. Help us out, man. We're trying to be great around here in these YouTube streets, in this Auburn talk space, in this SEC talk space, in this college football talk space. Man, we appreciate y'all so much. Tez, how you feeling tonight, man?
Feeling pretty good, man. Feeling pretty good.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's good to be seen. It's good to be feeling good. You know, right. It's always great, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us tonight, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat with us tonight. What's up, chat? Auburn Dad's in the chat. As always, kicking us off, saying, War Damn Eagle, let's go. What's up, Auburn Dad? Auburn Dad thinks that they really won't kill it, Kenny Dillingham. Then Summerall. That's what he said. He said he feels that, because he feels as if they get Summerall, they get Dillingham, you think you probably keep some of the guys, especially on the offense side of the ball, especially if you could keep and retain Durkin. But he also come back and says if you get Summerall, it's gonna be a complete rebuild on both sides of the
ball. I don't know about complete, maybe from a staff standpoint, yeah. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's a mass exodus of players like we kind of thinking.
Okay. Okay.
This thing all happens. Maybe 1 or 2, but
Slugged Up Durkin, aka Wedge from Class Act, aka Get Musty in the chat. What's up, my guy? He's saying, hey, the legend of Sweet Sugar Bear Williams is in the chat with us. The Rooster Mac, the Huggy Beard himself is rocking with us tonight. What's going on, my guy? Plane is in the chat. What's up, Plane? What's going on? How you feeling tonight, man? Daniels is starting this week. We got it. We got it. And he's saying, and Slugged Up Durkin, Get Musty said getting 2022 Texas A&M vibes. I was talking with the next guy right here, Tim the Tool Mine Taylor. He's saying, "Water Amigo, let's go." He said the same thing on Twitter today. He said this feels like 2022 Texas A&M vibes with Durkin. Is what he said. I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. Wine Time Sports from Pub Sports Radio. What's up, Wine Time? Hey man, make sure that y'all go over there and y'all check out Pub Sports Radio with my guy Wine Time Sports. Jimmy the Bag. I think I'll be on there tomorrow. And we'll be talking some SEC football, and of course, my guy Debbie Cab, man. So make sure y'all go over there to Pub Sports. I believe I'll be on there tomorrow. I think I will be. Yeah, I think I'll be on there tomorrow. I don't know. I think it'll be about 1:30 Central Time. No, 12. It'll be between 12:30 and 1:30. I believe I'll be on there tomorrow. But we'll be talking some SEC football. I don't know. I can't remember the times, but I'll be on there tomorrow, man. Pub Sports Radio. Make sure y'all check us out over there. We'll be picking some games as well, man. Mike McKinney in the chat saying, "What's up? What's up, Mike? How you feeling, my guy? How you feeling? War Damn Eagle to you." Huggy said, "What up, Nick and Tez? What up, Huggy? How you feeling? How you feeling? Hit the like button. Thank you. Slugged Up Durkin telling everybody that's in here. If you're watching us on Twitter, we finally got that fixed. So if you're watching us on Twitter, you can come on over to YouTube, hit the like button over on Twitter as well. Hit the like button here on YouTube if you're watching us on YouTube, man. So we appreciate y'all so much. Ed Darby, formerly 21, is in the chat. Mr. 21. What's going on? What's going on, man? Anyone know why Yellowfella is sponsoring the field at Coosa Christian High School? Probably trying to get more customers.
He's got a lot of money.
Yeah, that's it. He got a lot of it. That's it. King Richard's in the chat. War Damn Eagle, what's up, King Richard? How you feeling, my guy? Hope you feeling good. AUTJ, what's up, man?
What's happening?
How you feeling, man? Robert Smith, Marcus's #1 fan. Would be nice to get Dillingham if Durkin can team with him. Don't know if Durkin has plans if he doesn't get the head job. That is interesting, though. Everybody's talking about, potentially, I've seen a lot of people talk about potentially getting another guy in here as the head coach. But if that happens, do we think Durkin really wants to stay at Auburn after being the interim? Or will he just move on to the next spot?
Well, I think it depends on what the next job it is. Like, I don't know if he makes a lateral move. You know what I mean? I think he's content with being a defensive coordinator hitting the head at Auburn, but if he get that head coaching, like you said, all these coaches that are leaving, somebody's got to get those jobs. When I guarantee you, Auburn not the only one considering DJ Durkin for a head coaching job.
I feel you. I feel you on that, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Auburn Thaw, aka Fired Freeze. I missed your comment. What did I miss your comment at, man? I don't. What did I miss? Did I miss it for real? Because I didn't see you up in the top of the chat. Yo, I didn't see it. Fired Freeze, aka Auburn Thought. I didn't see it, my guy. I ain't see it. This is the first time I'm seeing you in the chat. My bad. My bad. What's up, man? How are you feeling, man? Chris Law in the chat. Auburn next move better be the best move. We all feel that way. No, sir, Mr. Ty Simpson's burner. We would not be saying those words around here in these parts. That would not be happening. No, sir. TJ Lou in the chat, man. We finally got some clarity on this pitiful, decisive decision making of us knowing who the quarterback is before the day of the game. No gamesmanship. Right. Just everybody knows who it's gonna be, and everybody knows who's gonna be throwing him the football, who's gonna be handing the football off to him. It's all good. And for
who's gonna be calling the plays?
and who's gonna be calling the plays? We knew that. We knew that.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately and sternly. He will be the play caller every down.
I'm
telling you, bro, it is. What's up, Martin? Martin Ortez, what's up, my guy? Warden, what's going on with you, my guy? Appreciate you so much, man, for rocking with us here, man. He said Rush Prost is coach. Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Okay, that makes sense. Plane in the chat, what's going on, Plane? You need to be all in on DJ. Got a lot of people that's with the DJ. Got a lot of people that's on the DJ train, man. Shout out to our guy, B Sharp. Sharpshooter
right.
Spot, Sharpshooter Sports Talk, man. And as he says, hit the like button, man. That's what I'm talking about. Hit the like button. Hit the like
Absolutely.
button, man. We appreciate that, man. We thank y'all so much, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Condolences.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I think okay. I see
Uh,
what's going on. I see what's going on. Okay. All right, fellas, man. Tonight's show. Tonight, as you can tell, who will be Auburn's next head coach? This is going to be a live hot board and reaction show. So we have 17 coaches that we are going to be ranking as we are either cold on them, warm on them, or hot on them as potentially being Auburn's next head guy. So tonight we're gonna put up the guy. We're gonna put up their coaching history,
mhm,
and we're gonna we'll have a little conversation,
mhm.
and then stuff like that. Okay, he said no. He said hit the damn like button. Okay, there we go. All right, I guess I didn't say it right. There you go. You heard what B Sharp said. There it is. There it is. Shout out to it, man. We appreciate it so
So you
much,
can't,
man. So
so you can't
um
talk to these people nicely, man. You got to be
yeah.
aggressive.
Ah man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Ed said Jimbo shouldn't make the list.
No.
Well, maybe he's on this list, maybe he's not. The only person that knows who's on this list is me. So this is I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be Tez's first time seeing the list of names that I put together.
Yeah, I have no
And
idea what's going on,
he has
guys.
no idea. So basically, the only person that knows who's on this list is me. But this is gonna be I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna say this. Names of guys who are at schools where they are alumni at, they are not on this list. So don't expect Brent Key, don't expect Kenny Dillingham, don't expect Fran Brown, don't expect Clark Lee. Names to be on this list. Okay. These are
Mm.
all guys who are at schools that do not have any ties to them in that particular way.
But
All right.
why not? Why not though? Just any particular reason, or it's just
Yeah,
I have to find out.
I just feel as if I don't think these guys are gonna leave, man. And if they do
Okay.
leave, it's gonna have to be like an exorbitant number to make them leave their alma maters to come to Auburn. You
And
know, like
consider how we did the last guy that left his alma mater.
exactly. You see what I'm saying?
I get what
Exactly.
you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Because like I know a lot of people talk about Kenny Dillingham. Kenny Dillingham is potentially a guy that can come. But I mean, like, if you want to be honest about it, there was a report that came out about Kenny Dillingham's this is where he's from. That's where he graduated from.
Right.
And somebody went to the extreme to find out about that him and his whole family live in the same neighborhood with each other. And they like his parents like right down the road from him or something like that. I was like, huh? Like y'all doing a lot to figure this out. So there's like he may not leave. So I mean, I don't know. You know, maybe he does leave. Maybe he doesn't leave. I don't know. But I did not put any of those guys on the list. But we can add them later on when we get through the rankings. So it's gonna be some guys on here that names that you've heard. It's gonna be some, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be some guys on here that you don't have a chance at. And then it's gonna be some guys that'll probably make you think that'd be like, what if they did take the head coaching job? And how would that look? Would this guy work? And how would that look at Auburn? So
Okay.
I don't know. It's gonna be good. All right. So if y'all ready to rock and roll, we're gonna get this thing going and we're gonna get started with the first guy on the list. And coming in first is the name that a lot of people have been hearing. And like I said, we're gonna live rank these guys. So I'm gonna put up the board first. Let me do that before we do that. So this is the board right here. So here are the names over here. This is the board. And we're going to take these names and put them over here in either as cold. We are cold on them being Auburn's head coach, warm on them being Auburn's head coach, or we're hot. So this is where we go. All right, here we go. First guy coming up. John Summerall, name that everybody has heard. Looking at his coaching history right there. Tulane's co-DC linebacker and D-line coach. He's been all of those. He's been at Ole Miss as the linebackers coach. He's been at Kentucky as the co-DC and the linebackers coach. He was at Troy as the head coach. And he's been at Tulane as the head coach. Where he's currently at right now. And head coaching record for one John Summerall is 38-11 overall. A lot of people feel like this is the guy that Auburn was talking about going at early in the season. I mean, going at right after Hugh Freeze was fired. I have been on record saying that he gives me Billy Napier vibes. But what are your thoughts on one John Summerall, Tess?
I think John's a good coach.
Mhm.
I one of the things I question is he's been named for the last 2 years in a ton of coaching jobs.
Mhm. Mhm.
And nobody's pulled the trigger on him.
Mhm. Mhm.
So like I'm always weary of that. Like why should we be the his test subject, so to speak?
Okay.
Um but he says all the right things, man. Tulane's a good program. He has them in the right direction. He was good at Troy. Um a winner. But I just it's like you said, something about him that is just not I feel like now I know like, there's this thing called splash hires, right?
Yep. 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 Yep.
I feel like John Summerall is the group of 5 splash hire.
Billy Napier vibes. Billy
Right.
Napier vibes.
I yeah, I'm actually cold on John Summerall.
Cold on John Summerall.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay. Okay. All right. You get we getting a lot of mixed. We getting a lot of mixed interactions in the chat. We getting a lot of warms. We getting warm. And is a no. Robert
Okay.
said, I don't know if he's ready for the he's ready, but has had great success. Durkin slugged out. Durkin is warm. Mike McKinney is with you on the cold right there. He's with you on the cold.
Okay.
Fired Freeze, Auburn Thaw. Summerall would be a success for someone at the in P4. He's hot. He's the
Okay.
only hot. Group of 5 splash higher.
Okay.
Cold. Hell no.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta warm. Okay, so all right. So if you're cold, I'm actually warm on John Summerall. But it's
Okay.
it's to the point to where it's borderline cold warm. So what I'm gonna do with John Summerall is we're gonna put John Summerall, as you can see by this list, we're gonna put John Summerall a little bit.
Put him on the line.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna put him. We're gonna put him right there on the line, right there, because he's close to being in the warm.
It's
Because
slowed up
I
Durkin said room temp.
room temp, room temp.
Yeah. That's
He's
John Summer.
room
Yeah.
temp.
I like that.
He's room temp. So he's room temperature water. So that's basically tap water. That's what that is. That's tap
Right.
water, is what you say.
Yeah.
He tap water. Okay. I got you. All right. Okay, cool. All right. Let's go to the next guy. The next guy on the list, y'all can see the names, but they're not gonna be in that particular order. Alex Golish. Another popular group of 5 guy, coaching history. He coached at Toledo, running backs and tight ends. Illinois, he was a tight ends and special teams coach. At Iowa State, he was a tight ends coach. UCF, he was co-offensive coordinator and a tight ends coach. He was the offensive coordinator and tight ends coach at Tennessee. And then he became the head coach at USF, where he is currently at now. And his head coaching record is 20 and 14. Your thoughts on one Alex Golish?
Alex Golish is again another good coach for what he's doing at USF.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a guy who, he's had that one head coach stop at USF. He's got them playing good football. His record isn't the best down there. I know he's a hot name, but I'm cold on Alex Golish.
You cold on Alex Golish?
Yeah. Because let me tell you why specifically.
Okay.
The question behind every year I watch them, and then, of course they beat a good team every now and then. But we always had the same question about him and his offense is if he just had a quarterback that could throw the ball, they'd be a lot better.
Okay.
Like in all of the games that they either scare people, like specifically Alabama game, like you look at that game that they played. It was that story. It's like, hey man, this quarterback is good. He can run, but he can't hit open receivers. And like that started to become a theme of his team. So considering how we had a quarterback right now that we having that issue with,
Mhm.
they won't turn the ball loose. Yeah, I'm cold. I'm cold on
What's up, Kendall? What's
Coolidge.
going on, Kendall? How you feeling, my guy? Shout out to Kendall, man. Big Ken in the chat. What's up, man? Uh, I'm okay. So the way people feel about John Summerall, and I know this is weird because I always said I want a defensive guy that to be the head coach.
Mhm.
I feel the opposite about Golish. I'm not saying I'm
Okay.
hot on Golish, and I'm not saying I'm cold on him, but I'm kind of warm on Golish. I kind of like him, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I feel the way I feel
Okay.
about Golish. The game when what game was that when what gave me what showed me he had a little edge to him when he went and walked up and he shook the he was shaking the coach hand after the game. He just walked up to him, didn't say nothing, walked past him, shook his hand, and kept walking. And then the coach
Yeah.
would try to catch up behind him. I was like, okay, he
Mhm.
got a little fire to him. He got a little passion to him. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm a little warm on him, but
That don't win games, Nick.
it doesn't win games. That was just something that
I get it.
just kind of made me be like, all right, maybe this is something that we could do. All right, so let's take Alex Golish off, and I
Mm.
think that we all are in agreements that we're gonna put Alex Golish just above John Summerall in the cold part, just above him.
I think a lot of people were warm on him though. I think.
We
I
had
don't know.
we had some. You
It's
know
a
what? Let's put them
it's a
side by side.
mixture.
Let's put them side by side. Let's put them side by side. Let's do that side by side. John Summerall, Alex Golish, side by side. We'll do that there. All right. Number 3. This is a guy that I think once you get to know this guy that's coming up next,
Mhm.
people are going to understand why he's on this list and why he should get probably a legitimate look. He's a G5 guy. Ryan Silverfield, current head coach at Memphis. He has coached with the Minnesota Vikings. He has coached at Toledo. He has coached at Arizona State. He has coached with the Detroit Lions as an offensive control, offensive assistant type guy. And now he's been the head coach at Memphis since 2019, 2020.
Mhm.
Head coaching record 50-22. And right now, as it sits, he potentially could be the group of five team that can make the playoffs this year. Your thoughts on Ryan Silverfield?
Ryan Silverfield has been coaching longer, been a head coach longer than both Golish um and uh Golish and Pat Summerall. John Summerall, my bad. But yeah, he's been coaching longer than both of those coaches. Uh NFL background. This is a rare coach who has coached both sides of the line of scrimmage. You
Mm-hmm.
don't see that very often. He's been an offensive
Mm-hmm.
line coach and a defensive line coach. Um, I'm actually warm to hot on Ryan Silverfield. I think
Warm to
that
hot.
if it wasn't for Golish and John
Yeah.
Summerall
Yep.
in the
Mm-hmm.
same division as him, I mean the same
Mm-hmm.
conference as him, this would be the guy that everybody would be talking about.
I agree.
But
I
but I feel
wholeheartedly
like
agree.
Golish has got a big name. Summerall's got a big name. Nobody really knows who this guy is, so everybody's, kind of cold on him. But I like this guy, man. And I'm telling you, we may not get him, but he's gonna watch it. I want everybody to remember this moment. Watch his career path
Yep.
from Memphis until now, because he's gonna become a head coach at a at the Power 4 level eventually, and he's gonna do some great things, I think.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, after researching Ryan Silverfield, I am warm on him. I like him as a coach. Yeah, it's nothing else to be said because you basically you said everything right there, man. So we gonna put Alex Golish in the warm. I mean, excuse me, Ryan Silverfield in the warm category. I like the guy, man. I like him. I like him. I like him. And he has Memphis on the verge of being in the playoff if they can win out. If they can win out, he got him on the verge of being in the playoffs. All right, here we
Right.
go. Here's a popular name that has been coming up. Probably it's a lot of names that have come up, but this is a name that has come up. That I was kind of surprised at.
Okay.
Charles Kelly. Charles Kelly has coached a lot of places, man.
Mhm.
Nickel State, Georgia Tech, Florida State, Tennessee. He was on that Alabama squad. He was on the Alabama defense. Then he went to Colorado and he was the defensive coordinator at Colorado with Coach Prime in his first year. Came
Right.
back to Auburn. For one season in the backfield. Excuse me, as the co-DC and excuse me, and was a hell of a recruiter, and now he's the head coach at Jacksonville State. His first head coaching job, and he's 5-3 as a head coach right now at Jacksonville State. Man, how are you feeling about Charles Kelly right now?
Charles Kelly, I like the guy. I really do. What scares me about Charles Kelly, he hasn't been a head coach very long. So this would essentially be, taking this job. This would be his second year coaching.
Basically, yeah.
That gives me pause. So I don't know if we want that much inexperience, but I think Charles Kelly, man, what can you say? Hell of a recruiter. If you're worried about keeping this roster intact, Charles Kelly is the guy that can do it. Not only do it, but bring in guys in droves. He's already worked with Coach McGriff. Man, I'm not. And then there's that Jeremy Pruitt thing where you got Jeremy Pruitt on staff as an analyst. Does he bring Jeremy Pruitt with him to be an analyst at Auburn, making less than $30,000 on the staff? If that's the case, I don't know. But I guess I'm gonna say warm because I really like Charles Kelly. I just don't know if we want to get a coach this is his second head coaching job. So
yeah, I'm warm on Charles Kelly as well too. I think the reason why I'm warm on him is the fact of the matter that to what you said, he hasn't been a head coach this is his first season as the head coach,
right.
But he has been around programs, programs to where they have been successful as well. So he's been around successful programs. And to me, he seems more like a CEO type coach, which means that he's probably going to go out and try to hire a offensive coordinator and then probably go find a defensive coordinator or try to bring one up that's up underneath him to try to be that type of guy. And of course, like Ant said, man, he is a recruiter and he has relationships throughout the state. So he'll be able to recruit the state of Alabama.
If you give Charles Kelly the Hugh Freeze budget,
yes, yeah.
I'm telling you, top 5 classes, man. I think he's that type of recruiter.
Okay,
and kids love him.
All right, so let's put. I think we both are warm on Charles Kelly. Let's put Charles Kelly in that warm category, right up on this. Right with Ryan Silverfield. All right. Okay, cool. We moving right along, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Tell us how y'all like it so far. And things and stuff like that, man. We appreciate y'all so much for in the chat, as always, for rocking with us and letting us know how y'all feel as well. But let's keep this thing rocking and rolling, man. Coming up next, I still don't understand why this man is unemployed right now. I don't.
Okay.
But James Franklin. Coaching. He's been a wide receivers coach at Maryland. He's been the wide receivers coach for the Green Bay Packers. He's been the OC and QB coach at Kansas State. He's been at Maryland. He was the assistant head coach and OC and quarterbacks coach at Maryland. Vanderbilt, he's been the head coach. Penn State, he's been the head coach. Head coaching record 128-60. I mean, this man was just in the playoffs last year. Literally like a drive away from playing in the national championship game. I'm just saying, could he come to Auburn and win 9-10 games a season? Could he average 9-10 wins a season? And if you win 10 games at Auburn, you basically saying you in the college football playoff every year, and you never know what can happen when you get in the college football playoff. Your thoughts on James Franklin?
James Franklin, I'm actually, man, I'm actually hot.
Hot on James Franklin. Okay.
Because I mean, listen, this is a guy that's proven that he can win 10 games. He's proven that he can get a team 2 championship games. He has that knock, of course. He can't win the big games.
Yep.
But everybody that says that, I always ask them the question of who can. It's only a few coaches that like think about that. Like when you say a coach can't win the big game, you got to ask yourself, well, who wins the big games?
Mm-hmm.
We're not getting any of those coaches. Kirby wins the big games. We're not getting him. You see what I'm saying? Like the coaches that do win the big games, they're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So man, I'm like this would be us getting a one hell of a football coach, I think. If we
I
could land
agree.
James Franklin.
I agree.
Now will he come to Auburn is a different question. But yeah, who who are we to frown our nose up at James Franklin?
That's my point exactly. Who are we? Who are we to say that? Yo, I'm with you, man. I'm hot on James Franklin, bro, because James Franklin has been where we are trying to go. You know what I'm saying? He's been exactly where we are trying to go. He's been to the college football playoffs.
He can't win big games, but he's won bigger games than any coach that we've had in the last 5 years.
And he's beat Auburn the 2 times he's played Auburn. He beat Auburn in 21, and he beat Auburn in 22. It was a closer game in 21, but in 22, he came to Auburn and put 40, what was it, 49 on Auburn?
Yeah.
So I mean, how can we be upset about this guy and say he can't? Listen. I'm hot on James Franklin.
Consider this too. I want everybody to consider this. We got a transfer wide receiver from Penn State that ended up being almost 1,000-yard receiver and was the best receiving threat that we had last year. Right? In the world where we talk about our kids being developed, KLS is not as strong, not as big, not as physical, not as raw talent as a Cam Coleman is. Imagine if KLS started with what Cam Coleman has and what he would have been by the time we got.
Agree.
You see what I'm saying?
Agree.
If you kind of pick up what I'm putting down, like he has been a history as a wide receiver coach. He developed KLS. KLS came here and was a ready-made product, ready to produce. So we got to consider that as well.
And Digital Tiger, he made a great point. He said he was one drive away from playing for the Natty, but he can't win the big games. He won 2 playoff games last season. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I think the narrative of him not being able to win the big games, I think you should throw that out the window. I think that should be a narrative that just thrown out the window on him. And I sit here and I say, man, James Franklin is one of the better coaches in college football, man. And we definitely are gonna put James Franklin in the hot category because we are hot on Mr. Franklin. We are hot on him.
Pause.
Yeah, my bad. Pause. You're right. That's a big pause after that. All right, man. Let's keep this thing rocking and rolling, man. We're doing good so far. We got a couple more. We got a lot more coaches to go. All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know who the next guy is because y'all already know. Y'all already know. Marcus Freeman has entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Coaching history, he was the linebackers coach at Kent State, linebacker and co-DC at Purdue, the defensive coordinator and linebackers coach at Cincinnati. Then he matriculated to Notre Dame and became the DC and linebackers coach there before becoming the head coach at Notre Dame and has a record of 39-12 as a head coach right now. And he was just in the college football playoff last season and in the national championship game last year, where he lost to Ohio State, who I don't think anybody would have beat that Ohio State team last year. Ohio State was running through people like I don't know what last season. Your thoughts on Marcus Freeman? It's a long shot, but Marcus Freeman to Auburn.
I don't know if it's that much of a long shot anymore, but I am Honestly, I'm warm. I'm warm on Freeman.
Okay. Okay.
I know this is a splash name. I know that, man, this is the difference between. I I mean, how can I say it? This he's a good coach. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But everything we criticize other coaches about, he's got the same thing, right? He has not
Mm-hmm.
won if you say that James Franklin has not won the big game, Marcus Freeman has not won the big game either. Like by that metric, like think about it. And he's not as experienced a coach as James Franklin. So this is a guy who walked into a program that was already winning 10 games. Now that doesn't make you, any less or of a coach. We saw how Kirby was able to do the exact same thing and continue to mantle. Um, but one, how realistic is it? Which I think is actually a little bit more realistic, especially with us now having that home and home with Notre Dame. Uh, if what a better way to be petty than to go after that coach if you or the trustees and the powers to be at Auburn. That would definitely sell that football game in that home and home series for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but me personally, I'm just warm on this one because I, you know, I don't know. It hasn't been enough there for me to just be like, yeah, I he, I can pull the trigger on this guy just for sure, for sure.
Y'all already know I'm hot on. Y'all already know. Y'all already know how I feel about this guy potentially being. Listen, we talk about it not being realistic, but this is the thing that we have to stop doing at Auburn. Okay. We have to stop. We have to stop acting like we have to stop talking like we want to be the best, but then try to be value, but then try to value shop when it comes to trying to find the best coaches out there. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the programs that are out here that are winning consistently, they have the best coaches, and they go find and they find a way to go get the best coaches, whether they're the up and coming guy or whether they're somebody that's established that's willing to possibly leave and go find and start over somewhere else because they've been somewhere for so long. That is not the deal here. He's only been at Notre Dame for less than 5 years, but
Right.
the thing is, man, I've said this, I said this before. If we want to act like the if we want to act like the 13th winningest program in college football, then act
Mhm.
like the 13th winningest winningest program in college football and go get the best coaches available.
Right.
That's my whole point. So the reason why he's up here is because guess what? He's one of the best coaches in America right now. So act like why wouldn't I put him up here? Why would
To
I
me,
not put him up here?
so
I'm just being real. Why would I
I
not
get
put him up here? He's proven that he can that he can take a team and keep and build on a team and continue to have a team that is continually in the conversation. A lot of people are like, well, it's just Notre Dame. Well, guess what? Notre Dame's winning 10, 11 games a season.
right.
That's
Well,
that's it. So if we want to act like the 13th winningest program in college football, then act like it and go get and try to go get the best coaches in America. And he's one
right,
of the best coaches in America.
right.
That's all I'm
I'm
saying.
I mean, I'm not saying that we shouldn't. Yeah, I agree with you. We should look at ourselves like that for sure. I guess what I'm saying is this is another coach who's this is a coach of a Notre Dame team who uh had one hell of a playoff run last year. And has consistently been good. Like to why see him and James Franklin are a different story because James Franklin is not there anymore.
Mhm.
Um, it's just if he's truly committed to building at Notre Dame, that's why I think that that's why I say is it realistic to that point? Not realistic like we shouldn't be aiming for him, but it's just like, you know, they another year they could be, we don't know how this season gonna turn out like
Very
right now.
true. Very true.
You see what I'm saying? So
Very true.
that's why I'm like, maybe that's not realistic, is what I mean.
Do we know what kind of money it would take to get Freeman? This kind of money that Auburn has.
Right.
Come on, man. There's one thing that I've understood about the sports down here in the South. We will spend money on sports because we love college football down here, and we're gonna do everything we can to try to make sure that the teams we root for are going to try to are going to be better than the other teams on paper. So trust me, if a person wanted him for real, they would spend the money for it. I don't know if they want him for real though.
Let me ask you this though, Nick. If it's you,
Yep.
right now you're an Auburn fan, so you're gonna have to put your fandom in your pocket right now. If it's you and you're Marcus Freeman, do you leave a national championship contender, college football playoff team for Auburn? Like realistically, and how much money would it take? Would money be the deciding factor? Like you see what I'm saying? Like that's the question.
No, because the money is gonna be the same wherever he goes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People are gonna pay him, so it's not the thing. The thing is, like, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't look at it from that perspective. I would look at it from the perspective of, would I have this, like, how long would not being in a conference at Notre Dame hinder me?
Right.
Is what I would say.
Okay.
You know, because at some point in time down the line, when it comes to Notre Dame, with them not being in a conference and not playing for a conference championship, it's going to affect them being in the college football playoff at some point in time, unless the Big Ten and the SEC decide to become super conferences and break in half and compete against each other. You get what I'm saying? Then he'll have to end up. Then more than likely, one of the conferences is going to swallow up Notre Dame, because Notre Dame is a brand that you would want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as it stands right now, and it's not, and that seems to be years off from happening. I look at it from the fact of, no, it's not money, because wherever he goes, he's going to command 12, 13, 14, $15 million anywhere he goes. And any school that's actually talking to him already knows that, well, we're going to have to pay him that type of money because of who he is and what he has shown on the football field. But for him, it would have to be like, how much longer will not being in a conference and not playing for a conference championship and not having that hinder me from actually being in the college football playoff? Because would that be your pitch to him? That would be my pitch. That would be my pitch. Come play in what everybody says is the best conference. Because guess what? If you lose 2, maybe 3 games, depending on what's happening, you possibly still have an opportunity to get into the college football playoff.
I got you. But the way it's going, the way the rankings look, they lost 2 games already, and they got them ahead of the team. They got them ahead of the team that they lost to.
But this is the thing: if they lose another game, they're not going to the playoff.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you still had that conference championship.
Exactly. You still had an opportunity to play for. You still had an opportunity to, because you could lose 3 games. One of those losses could be in conference, and 2 of them could be to opponents outside of the conference, and you still be only a 1-loss conference team playing for a championship, and you still a conference champion that can play. So it's a lot of different scenarios that can happen in that way that can help him. So I don't know. It really depends on how that goes, man. All right. Here we go. Let's move forward with this. Let's go ahead and let's get the next guy up on the screen. After Marcus Freeman, this is a guy that a lot of people feel like could make the jump. He's been linked to other jobs as well. Eli Drinkwitz. Coaching history. Quality control at Auburn. He was at Arkansas State, co-OC, running backs coach, Boise State, tight ends, OC, and QB coach. He was at NC State as the OC and quarterback coach. Appalachian State is where he made some noise. He beat a lot of big teams at Appalachian State.
He did
when he was the head coach there, and then he became the head coach at Missouri. First couple of years in Missouri wasn't so well. You know, he was calling plays, but then he ended up turning over the play calling duties to Kirby Moore, and ever since then they have been 10+ wins each year since he's turned over play callers and become more of that CEO type coach. Your thoughts on one Eli Drinkwitz?
Man, you just kind of right there at the end. You kind of hit the nail on the head for me. Does he bring Kirby Moore with him? That you know, like, is the guy who once he got to the SEC they struggled, and then he got a head coach, and all of a sudden 10 games after 10 games after 10 games. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of Drinkwitz. I'm just
Mm.
I'm not. I just feel like, man, but for some reason that expectations are a huge deal. Um, Missouri, not that they're a second tier program or anything, but expectations is what kind of drives people to be better. You know what I mean? So like,
Mhm.
I just feel like at Missouri, he doesn't have those expectations on him. The minute he walks in the door at Auburn, if he becomes a coach,
Yeah.
the weight of the world is gonna hit his shoulders, and,
Yep.
and we gonna let him know. We gonna do episode after episode. We gonna talk about uh, people like Ed just put in chat. People gonna bring up the fact that he's 1-9 against top 10 AP teams, right? And then when he get fired, everybody gonna pretend like, oh, they just told us the whole time that he wasn't the guy. But it's yeah, I'm kind of cold on Drinkwitz, man.
Kind of
Yeah,
cold.
warm. I mean, he's a good coach now. I feel like when I say I'm cold on these guys is that I'm saying that they're bad coaches, and I don't want that. I think Drinkwitz is a good coach. I just don't know if he's Auburn what we need at Auburn right now. So that for that reason, I think I'm cold.
Uh I'm lukewarm. Let's
Yeah.
put it like that. I'm lukewarm on drink. So we gonna put drink near this line right here, but just underneath, just in the warm spot is where we gonna put him at.
Okay.
We're gonna put him right there on the line per se. All right. All right, here we go, man. Next guy, just recently fired. Now, I want people to have an open mind about this one. Recently fired coach, but and I'm gonna make a case for him, but I already know a lot of people are not gonna rock with this one. But I'm gonna make a case. I'm gonna make a case for this guy because I think he's what Hugh Freeze is. I think he's better at what Hugh Freeze just did at Auburn because I think he's a natural politician. And
Mm.
his record behind him tells him that he can win games.
Mhm.
Brian Kelly. I think Brian Kelly could
Ah.
work rooms like I don't know what. But the narrative, I think when people talk about fit, I think Brian Kelly fits with the alignment. And I'm putting up quotation because you can't see because the overlay. I think he fits with the alignment of what Auburn is. I think he's that type of guy that can work in any room. He can recruit,
Mhm.
but it's always going to be the question about is he a likable guy? I don't care if he's a likable guy as long as he's winning games and he has us and he has you in the and he has you in the space of being parentally in contention. Now, off the field stuff, we can talk about that stuff about him not, being as, you know, aforementioned and being, available to players and things and stuff like that. But he's won everywhere he's been. And I just think this dude is just a very good politician. I really do.
Mhm.
Your thoughts?
Um, I agree with most of what you said. I do. I think at this point in his career, man, he probably should look towards the AD route because I
Mhm.
do think he's a politician. I think he can build a program. It's just like you can't find a player that says anything good about him though, and
That
that's
that
a
that that's the
huge
part.
red flag for me. Like, and I get it. You don't have to be likable as a coach to win games, but you see what happened at LSU. Now at Notre Dame is different because it's Notre Dame, right here in the South. We've heard it before. It's Auburn fans. We heard it before. Like, hey, man, this guy just doesn't know how to talk to me, right?
Mhm,
Like,
mhm. Yeah.
man, you have to have a certain. I guarantee you, at LSU, he was mad abrasive to a lot of these kids, and we we have that Southern hospitality thing, man, and it's a real thing. Um, there's something about respect that you can be a hard ass, but you still have to be respectful
Mhm,
at the end of the
mhm.
day. And I just feel like he probably something about him just tells me that it just it would be 3 or 4 years. We may win, but then we'll be looking for a reason to fire him, just like LSU was.
So basically, you saying it'll be Hugh Freeze all over again, but you actually winning games.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
I get what you're saying. I get what
Right.
you're saying. This with the stories that's coming out, it'll be that, but you actually winning 9-10 games a season is what you're saying.
Right. Yeah, something like that. But
So where
then
do we where will we put young Brian Kelly?
I don't know. What did you say? You say you were warm?
I was a little warm to it just because I think he's that type of politician that can move in a room. And that moves very, very well
Yeah,
around the boosters and everything like that.
I put him right there close to Drinkwitz then. To the warm, the cold, I guess. Because I mean, Brian Kelly's a good coach. He just, man, I don't know if he was fit.
All right. There
I
it
just
is.
don't.
All right. Okay. Here we go, man. Here we go. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat rocking with us, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. We're gonna keep this thing going. I think this one is gonna have a lot of I think these next two that's gonna come up are gonna have we're gonna have some real conversations behind.
Mm-hmm.
One, Lane Kiffin. He was at the Jacksonville Jaguars. He was there. He was the OC at USC, OC and quarterbacks coach. I've got to put a quarterbacks coach in there. He was the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. He was the head coach for one season at Tennessee before he bolted back to USC to be the head coach because he did come up under Pete Carroll. After getting relieved of his duties at USC, he became the OC at Alabama. He was there for 3 seasons, and then he went to Florida Atlantic to be the head coach, and now he's currently at Ole Miss as the head coach. Probably the hottest name in the circuit right now. He's linked to a lot of jobs, especially 2 main jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts on Lane?
If there's a possibility that we can get Lane Kiffin, I say we do it right now. Hey, there's out of all the coaches that I think fit the culture of what Auburn football is, man, the boosters probably won't like him, but man, the fan base, how we operate, the fact that I don't know if a lot of you guys are probably. I know I'm about to talk about a head coach and social media, but a lot of you guys are probably on Twitter, right? uh, and you know how the Auburn fan base shows up on Twitter. Lane Kiffin's personality fits with that more than any one of them. I think if I just don't I don't see him leaving Ole Miss for any job. Now you can take the Florida job, the LSU job. It doesn't matter. I just don't see him leaving Ole Miss. But man, this kid can coach, man. He can coach football. I'd take him. But yeah, that's a good. The Lane Kiffin, the Auburn ship has probably said, yeah, there was a time where he would have took this job for free.
Probably, yeah.
And I think the Lane Kiffin, the Auburn ship sailed when Coach Saban retired.
Mm-hmm.
If Nick Saban was still at Alabama, he definitely take this job, hands down.
Okay.
But yeah, if my personal feelings, would I take Coach Kiffin at Auburn? Hell yeah, in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I'm warm to hot on Lane. I'm warm to hot on Lane. Very warm to hot. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm warm to hot on Lane. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. So let's go ahead and let's put him. Where should we put one young Lane Kiffin? Should we put him here or should we put him here? Above the line or below the
We're
line?
gonna put him warm, man. I don't think you can. I don't know, man. There's always that thing about Lane, man. Where I just don't think he would be unsuccessful. Like, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he'll definitely win. He'll definitely win.
He'd win. He'd recruit. He'd be everything. It's just would he mesh well with the people who open their pockets up? But then at the same time, he's won without that, right? He's won with, through the portal, through getting his guys. So on the Ole Miss budget.
Yeah, I'm with you right there, man. I'm with you right there, man. Shout out to Ryan Boswell, man. Ryan Boswell said that John Summerall should be in the hot category. He's number 1 target right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have asked the national media, yeah, of course, John Summerall should be in the hot category.
Yeah,
But
but like I
just
said,
personally, I don't.
yeah.
It's not for me. But
Yeah, John Summerall, he gives me like and it's like it's anything we say is no disrespect to the coach. It's just about
right,
football. I think just give me I just get Billy Napier vibes. That's just what I
right.
get from John Summerall. That's literally what I get. I mean, it is what it is. All right, man. Here we go. Next guy on the list. He's the current interim head coach, DJ Durkin. Zach Bowling Green at Stanford. He was the DC, and he became the interim head coach at Florida and got a win as an interim head coach at Florida. So defensive coordinator at Michigan. Then he became the head coach at Maryland. One season he was with the Atlanta Falcons as a consultant with the Falcons. Then he went to Ole Miss for a season at Texas A&M as the defensive coordinator, and then he's currently at Auburn right now as the DC interim head coach. Thoughts on young DJ Durkin?
Fish grease hot.
Fish grease hot, bro.
Yeah,
Fish
yeah.
grease hot.
This is I think this is our guy. Like this is just to be honest with you, like if you had to ask me of you know of one coach that I think that on that list that I think that we should just go after, and I think it's DJ Durkin, man. You got proven results, you got the players already buying in. You got a guy who's got some baggage,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, in this day and age, who doesn't? And then also a lot of that baggage is kind of unwarranted when you start to really unpack all of the things that has happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, sh- sh- shout out to Mike G. Mike G told a story about DJ Durkin. Uh, and basically a staffer telling him that like, hey, you're being a little bit too tough on the guys. Or so I'm paraphrasing,
Mm-hmm.
and
I know what you're
and
talking about. Yeah.
yeah, and him being able to look at somebody who's inferior to him, pretty much, not a coach, but just like a regular dude, and say, hey man, you're right, right, and that tells me that this guy has grown as a person and as a human. Um, Man, I would this makes sense, right? This would
It
keep the
does.
roster
It
intact
does.
mostly. It would allow us to spend whatever we wanted on the OC. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Basically empty the bank on somebody who can call plays and craft our offense if we wanted to go that route. Um, yeah, I'm yeah. DJ Durkin's my guy, man.
Nothing else need to be said because I'm with you on that, man. DJ Durkin won me over after the press conference, man. Yeah, DJ Durkin hot, man. I got DJ Durkin hot. And I got him below James Franklin and Marcus Freeman, actually. Especially if he can come out here and have a competent game against Vanderbilt, and if he can win against Vanderbilt,
Yeah,
woo, bro.
yeah.
I'm telling you, it'll be something serious. All right, so those are kind of the big name guys. We have 7 guys coming up that you could consider to be long shots, and I just want to get y'all thoughts on these guys that's coming up. You can see their names on the side,
Mhm.
but you don't know what order they coming in. So
Okay.
I want to see exactly how these guys could potentially fit at Auburn and
Okay.
and what it is. I don't think any of these happen, but yeah, I like Ryan
Yeah.
Bozell. He said DJ has a confident, no bull type attitude. He's a
Yeah, he
winner and
does.
plays. Yeah, I like that. I
And
like
now
that.
you see more of the offensive guys buying in, which is
Mm-hmm. Yep.
even on that side, you got Perry coming out speaking on them. Like yeah, the offensive guys are starting to speak out about it, and it's like, man, I really like the sense of attitude what they have, and how they're surrounding this guy. Listen, when you have baggage, a lot of times people don't want to touch you as a head coach. Somebody's got to give them that opportunity. If we don't give them that opportunity, somebody else will. So
Yeah,
I,
man.
I,
I'm with it.
I'm rocking with DJ
Yeah,
Durkin.
I'm rocking with DJ too, man. All right, let's get some let's get some of these other guys on the stage because I really want to have this conversation about some of these guys that are on the side there. Talk
Mhm.
about one young Glenn Schumann, defensive
Mm,
coordinator at Georgia. Doesn't have a lot of
mm,
experience. He was the GA at Alabama, co-DC linebacker coach at Georgia, and he's now the DC at Georgia. Kind of he's up under Kirby Smart, kind of how
mhm,
Kirby was underneath Nick Saban.
mhm.
thoughts on Glenn Schumann? Is the knock on him is that a lot of people say he's not ready to be a head coach.
Yeah, I guess I'd be cold on Glenn Schumann.
Yeah, that's kind
He's
of
a
I
good
am.
name. He's a good coordinator. I would say the difference between him and Saban when Saban, I mean not Saban, my God, him and Kirby when Kirby was with Saban is that I feel like right now I feel like Kirby has his hands still all over that defense.
Yeah, I feel what
Um,
you're saying.
when Kirby was there, Nick was more of a CEO approach. When it came to the defense, of course he's Nick, so he made calls in situational moments, but he really did let Kirby do his thing with that defense. So for that reason, man, yeah, I'm gonna be cold on Schumann.
Ryan giving us all of the detail. Glenn Schumann, DC, Georgia, 2 million to 2.1 million. Escalators under contract to 2028. Premium recruiter that he is. He is a development
Right,
guy. I don't think
right.
he's ready. I don't think he's ready yet to be a head coach. And and he could surprise. He could take a job and surprise a lot of people, and things stuff like
Mhm.
that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to Ryan, man. Ryan coming in with the stats. Shout out to Ryan, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate you
man.
coming around the water cooler, man. Yeah, we're gonna put young Glenn Schumann. We're gonna put him we're gonna put young Glenn Schumann over here in the cold category for now. But this I have a feeling in a season or two, he's gonna be one of the hottest names
Yeah.
in a season or two. Just because I have that feeling. All right. All right. Here's a guy. He comes from the Belichick tree, Matt Patricia.
Hmm.
He was a GA at Syracuse. He was with New England forever. He was a DC. He was a D-line coach. I think he coached every position group at New England when he was there with Belichick. And then he became the Detroit Lions head coach. Did not do well as the head coach for the Detroit Lions. He was only 13, 29, and 1. But now he's the defensive coordinator at Ohio State, and Ohio State looks pretty competent on defense again. He's won 3 Super Bowls with New England. Thoughts
Mhm.
on Patricia?
Um, I'm always leery of a guy who has not recruited as a head coach.
Okay.
It's I don't know, man. Like I get what he's doing at Ohio State, but Ohio State also has the best players in the world on defense. Some of
Agree.
the best players in the world on defense. I mean, and he's a defensive mind, so I don't expect anything of that. Now the head coaching record in the NFL does give me a little bit of pause, but the NFL is totally different from college
Totally different
football.
than college football. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't put a lot of stock in that. I don't know. This name just doesn't. I like Matt Patricia. I do. But yeah, I'm gonna be probably cold to warm on him. Like
I'm actually I'm
warm because
yeah, that's where I'm
I
at.
like the guy,
That's where
but
I'm at.
like
Yeah.
cold because
Yeah.
I don't know. He
I'm actually
it's not Matt Patricia with the like he cut the beard down now, so it's not even the same. He still got the pencil, but
yeah, I'm actually warm on Matt Patricia. I like Matt Patricia. I think he comes in and I think he gives the structure of an NFL type vibe, and he always and if we talk about and if our program wants to recruit great players, what's the best way of getting a guy that's been with what a lot of people arguably say is the best coach, one of the best coaches in the NFL to ever coach, and one of the best organizations that have won multiple Super Bowls, and he has connections in the league with a lot of teams and with GMs and things stuff like that. And if you want to recruit guys, he can sit there and say, "Look, I can get you to the NFL.
Mhm.
I've done it. I can get you to the NFL." You definitely tell a defensive guy that. And if he go out and hire the right OC, he can say the same thing. I'm kind of warm on Patricia. I'm
Mm.
a little warm on Patricia.
Right. That's a great go. If you go back up, so what about that one though? That's one of my also one of my concerns. And we can ask that question with anybody on this list. Are we looking at a forever coach here, or are we
That's a good
cool
part.
with a guy that just like because you can this guy's trying to get back to the NFL.
Oh yeah. He will get back to the NFL. He gonna want to.
Right.
He gonna want to. Yeah. Yeah. But I
You
mean,
don't
but
win
okay.
3 Super Bowls and just say, man, I'm gonna try
Okay,
college
so
and
okay, so
stay there.
let's okay, so we say the college game is totally different in the NFL, but with the institution of the 2-minute timeout in college football, with the way that the offseason is now working when you have GMs that are looking to basically recruit guys every single season. Would he want to leave and go back to the NFL? Basically, he can say, I could just build this, this thing here and basically just be set up, for years to come. The only thing he would have to do is just be able to recruit, have some semblance of recruiting from a high school in high school, but he'll be able to work the portal like free agency.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You those are interesting points though, because now you got a playoff system in place.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean the landscape of college football is getting more and more like NFL light or B League or whatever you want to call it. But I just one of the points that Fire Freeze, well, he's old man Shredder now. Or I can't see his actual
He's Auburn
nickname.
Thaw. He's Auburn Thaw.
Auburn Thaw.
He's
Yeah.
Thaw. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he hits me as someone who fits more in the Big Ten than the SEC. I can kind of agree with that. Like Matt Patricia to Auburn does not scare me.
Okay.
Matt Patricia to Michigan is terrified.
Okay. All right. So let's put young Matt Patricia. Where will we put young Matt Patricia? Are we putting him in the warm category or are we putting him in the cool, cold category?
This guy, I don't know. I'm kind of cold on Patricia, honestly, but
Kind of cold.
I don't, yeah. But he's Matt Patricia though, so I can't.
Let's just put him right here on the line. Let's just do it like
Okay.
that. Let's just do it like that. Closer to the line, because I'm actually a little warm on him. I'm actually a little
Okay.
warm on young Patricia. All right,
Okay.
we'll take him off there. All right, so we got Patricia right there on the line. I don't think people got a chance to see it, but it is. All right, here we go. We got some young guys coming up next, man. Well, we got 4 young guys, and then everybody knows. We'll figure it out. Kendall Browse, coaching history. OC at Baylor, associate head coach, OC quarterbacks coach at Florida Atlantic. He was with the Atlanta Falcons as an offensive assistant. He was at Florida State as the OC QB coach. He was at Arkansas as the OC QB coach, and he's currently at TCU as the associate head coach and the OC and the quarterbacks coach. Thoughts on young Kendall Browse?
As a head coach, no.
Okay.
If he
I'm
makes,
the same way. I'm the same way.
If he'd make that same lateral move right there, with give him an associate head coach, OC QB coach, pair him with Durkin, I kind of love it. but as a head coach, nah, I'm kind of cold on him as a head coach.
You got some people that's warm and hot on Kendall Browse. You got some people that's warm and hot on him. Robert, he's not. Dillingham is not on here. I stated earlier that I wasn't putting any guys on here that are already at the alma mater. So Brent Key, Clark Lee, Kenny Dillingham, Fran Brown. I did not put them on here, but we can add them after we get done with the initial list. We can't do that. Got some people that's cold, got some people that's warm, got some people that's hot. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cold on OC. He's a quarterback coach.
Yeah. And then I just feel like what is killing? So what would Kenny? I mean, not Kenny Dillingham, Kendall Browse be without calling his own plays, right?
Could he be Lane Kiffin and just go hire a DC?
Yeah, he could be, but we saw the graphic of how successful or unsuccessful coaches are that offensively that call their own plays. And we haven't seen him take that CEO approach yet, that more of a CEO approach yet. So yeah, I'm cold on him as a head coach. But man, if he'll make that lateral move from Tennessee, that same position, we're giving that associate head coaching job. That way he does have some CEO aspects to his responsibilities and get him to coach quarterbacks and call the offense. And yeah, you pair him with Dirk, and I love it.
Charlie Weiss Jr. Now, if you like Kiffin, you should love Charlie Weiss Jr. Well, let me say that backwards. If you love Kiffin, you should like Charlie Weiss Jr. because he's been everywhere Kiffin has been.
Right.
So if you talking about a guy that has literally been underneath the tutelage of Lane Kiffin, this your man right here. This your guy. Now, everybody knows his dad was the head coach at Notre Dame for a long time. Long time.
Right.
But I'm just saying, if you love Kiffin, you should love Charlie Weiss because he has been under Lane Kiffin everywhere he's been except for 2 seasons.
Um,
I'm just saying.
I got the same feelings I got about Kendall Browse with him.
Okay.
Just head coach. Do we give him a team? We make him the head coach of Auburn University based on that resume. I don't know. I don't know about that. But in a lateral move, of course, I take him here. But I don't think he leaves. You know, I don't think he leaves Kiffin with a lateral move. So yeah, I just don't. I don't necessarily like him as a head coach, but yeah,
Like
we
him as a
got some.
coordinator, offensive coordinator?
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's move young Charlie Weiss because I think we all are cold on him as a head coach because this is a head coaching hot board.
And if you compare him with Knicks, they've worked together before.
They could work together pretty well. All right. Let's get the next guy in. Joe Brady. Very hot name right now. Very hot name. New Orleans Saints. He was an offensive assistant with the Saints. Passing game coordinator at LSU the year that they won the national championship. He was with the Carolina Panthers, and he's now the offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna let you go on this one. How you feel on Joe Brady?
Joe Brady. I'm actually warm to hot on Joe Brady.
Wow, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I think he's a guy who everybody respects from a recruiting standpoint. Everybody, well, not from a. I got to rephrase that because I don't want to put it out there like I think he's a great recruiter, but I think like a lot of kids would want to play for him just given the success that he had at LSU when he had it. And in what he's doing at Buffalo, he's doing pretty good. Now, college football is a different game, but I think that like if you're gonna start taking a flyer on guys, like these are the type of guys you take that risk on. I think
Exactly. That's the reason why. That's the reason why they on this list. That's the reason why I have them on this list.
Right. So I'm thinking I'm kind of like warm to hot in that area on Joe Brady. I could be, and this is not necessarily me just saying that because off of anything other than just the feeling. Like I just feel like he'd be a good college football head coach.
Okay. All right. So in that vein, we will put Joe Brady in the warm category. Is where we will put him at. We'll put Joe Brady right here in the warm category. Right there. All right. Here's a guy that I was high on in the previous coaching search, Kellen Moore. And the reason why I was high on him is because he is a quarterback that was underneath one Brian Harsin. And if you listen to people talk about Brian Harsin as a quarterbacks coach, OC, and when he talks about it, the way he quizzes quarterbacks and the way he drills quarterbacks about knowing what they need to do, I just feel as if Kellen Moore is going to be able to do that here. Like the quarterback play that we've seen the past couple of seasons, like I don't think that would be a problem at Auburn. I think he has the eye to go out and develop a quarterback. I think he can go find a quarterback and develop him, or he can go find a guy in the portal and find and fit the offense to his strengths. I'm warm on Kellen Moore. I think Kellen Moore can come in right now next season and win 8 games.
Yeah, I'm warm on Kellen Moore, man. I like I said, Kellen Moore is a Brian Harsin disciple.
Yep, he is.
This is a guy who now what gives I put to you like this. What gives me pause about Kellen Moore is that guys like him and guys like Harsin who run more of a pro style offense, they are looking for arm talent.
Yes.
Arm talent. They don't care about 6'4", 4'5". Like they don't. Our quarterback room has a lot of tools that a guy like Kellen Moore does not care about.
Exactly.
Can you stand in the pocket and deliver the ball? Right. And a lot of times these guys come in and they want to get their own guys. So we'll likely lose a dude. We may lose a
Yeah,
deuce
you'll lose
night.
a Deuce night. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, if we get Kellen Moore, and we get quarterbacks that look more along the lines of what Holden Garner was.
Exactly. It would be a Holden
Um,
Gardner type guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
just pure arm talent, not a lot of mobility. So that right there is, a question that you got to ask. Like, and if you lose a deuce night, you kind of start losing other players too, because this everybody wants to play with that kid as of right now. So yeah, for that reason, I'm not hot on Kellen Moore. I'm just
Yeah, I feel that. But see, the thing about it is like that's the kind of offense I like.
yeah, no, I
That's the
think it'd
kind
be
of offense I
successful.
like. I
Yeah,
don't need. I don't care if my quarterback is very mobile or not. It's exciting. Don't get it twisted.
right.
I just need my quarterback to be mobile enough. That's it. I don't want him to be Peyton Manning, but I don't need you to be Mike Vick too. I need you to be somewhere in the middle. Somewhere probably closer to 45% of that, is what I need. But
Right.
yeah, man, let's put him in the warm because I think we both agree that we both kind of warm on Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore right there. So yeah, I like Kellen Moore. I think he can come in next year and I think he can fit an offense around whatever quarterback's in the room, but he would definitely go out and find his guy. All right, you see the last name up there. Let's just go ahead and put him up there. One John Gruden. He already said he already went to Georgia, and he already told them that I want to coach in the SEC, man. I love the SEC. I want to come in here and I want to beat Kirby Smart in Athens, in Georgia, man. And that's the reason why I'm here, man. I want to get back in the SEC football, man. That's where I want to get to. I want to get back in the SEC football. Your thoughts on one John Gruden, man? How you feel?
Man. This is I just I don't know, man. It's I guess I'm warm because I'm like I like John Gruden as a person.
I
Hey,
like John Gruden quarterback camp. That's
and
what
and and I like and a lot like you said, like I like the pro style offense is better, which he would bring. Now the thing about John Gruden, reason why I'm cold on John Gruden is like I don't think John Gruden would get enough time to
He
to
won't. He won't.
to make this thing be successful.
He won't. He
Um,
won't.
he
He would
just
need more
won't,
than 3
man.
seasons. He would need more than 3 seasons.
You gotta find a quarterback that you can teach play calls to
Jesus
that
Christ.
that
Lord
are
have
like
mercy.
paragraphs. Nobody does that anymore. Now, however, I will say this: this is probably the only name on the list that you could hire as head coach and keep DJ Durkin as DC.
Yes. Yes.
I give you that. I have no. If we would have hired John Gruden, their defense would not take a step back at all. But yeah, that's also that
That
he's
is
kind
part
of
of that.
unlikely. He's got
Yeah.
a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
I don't know why his name. Well, I guess because he said he wanted to coach in the SEC, so any SEC job is let him go to Arkansas, see what happens.
No
Like,
Gruden.
yeah,
Spider 2Y banana.
I'm kind of out on Gruden, man.
So you cold on Gruden?
Yeah,
Man, that's
that's
tough.
crazy to say, man.
That is tough to say that you cold on Gruden. But
Because
here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do with Gruden. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move Kelly. I'm gonna move Brian Kelly down a little bit. Hold on, let me grab it. Hold up. Man, what's going on? I don't want to move. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna move John Gruden. No, you know what? Let's just put him there. Let's just put him in the cold category. You know what? I'm not even gonna do it. Let's just put him in the cold category. It is what it is. All right, there's our list, man. Now, that's the list. That's where we are right there, man. That's the list. I'm gonna bring in the man formerly known as Fire Freeze. He is the one, the only, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Auburn Thaw. What's up? How you feeling, my guy?
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh, I'm
What's
feeling
happening?
good, but I've been bugged all night long. Put some respect on that man's name. John Summerall has no H in his name.
Okay,
You don't
all right.
have
So
to like him.
sell
You
us
don't
on
have
John
to
Summerall.
like
Sell us on
sell us-
John Summerall. Sell us on John Summerall.
John, I mean, when you hear him talk, he's just got that dog in him. You know he's going to succeed. But I don't care if y'all like him. I just want you to spell his name right.
I thought that's how you
Oh,
spell
yeah.
it.
It's
No, it doesn't-
JONSUMRALL. There's no
Right.
H.
Yeah, there's no H.
Oh, it's just JON. Oh, my
That
bad.
is disrespect.
My bad. Hold up. Let me fix it in. I'm sorry. I thought it was JON. I thought it was JOHN. There we go. There we
It's
go.
just like John Gruden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was
Never
gonna say
mind.
it's just like
there you
Gruden.
go. My bad. There it is.
But
John Summerall. My bad, John. My bad, Coach Summerall. I apologize. I
I mean,
apologize.
you hear him talk, and he's just got he's got that grind. Now, I like DJ Durkin more than him,
Mhm.
Okay.
but I like John Summerall, and I think he's going to succeed because I've heard stories about him in practice, and he will lay into players. You know, he holds them accountable. But then you'll hear
Okay.
those same players wanting to get back to practice and do better because they love him. So you can tell he's one of those. He's a hard-nosed coach that players still respect, and that's the
Okay.
kind of culture Auburn needs.
I
But
agree with that.
I feel Durkin's that same type. See, I feel he's the same type of coach as Durkin is.
Yeah,
That's why I
yeah.
like him.
Yeah, and it's, I just feel like if you're looking down the John Summerall route, you have that already on your team.
Oh, like I said,
Just hire that guy.
I would take DJ over him, but
Agree.
do they hold Maryland against DJ is what I'm wondering.
Well, everybody's gonna hold Maryland against
So
DJ,
if
even
they
on the
don't
recruiting
take if
trail.
they don't take DJ, John Summerall's my 1B, and then
Okay.
Dillingham would be my 2.
Okay, so all right, so let's do this. So we've heard Dillingham all night. I said I wasn't gonna put him on the list, but everybody's talking Dillingham. Let's do this. So let me.
No, not. I don't know if you guys seen this, but Champ Anthony's out for the season.
Yep, leg injury.
Oh man,
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Kenny Dillingham. All right, where are we putting Kenny Dillingham on this list? Are we cold, warm, or hot on Kenny Dillingham?
Dillingham.
Hold up. There's another guy I want to put on here as well because there were some guys that Ryan came in here and brought in the name as well as Bando Trewick. They both said Eric Morris from North Texas. So I'm gonna add them to the list.
Eric Morris
as
from
well.
North Texas is also.
I'm gonna add them to the list as well.
I want Eric Morris as our next OC.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. There we go. So where are we putting Kenny? Where would you put Kenny Dillingham on this list?
Me personally, I take Dillingham in a heartbeat.
See, I got him on the hot board of mine.
Yeah, I take Dillingham in a heartbeat, man. Auburn guy, success. Took in now. Granted, they had Cam Scatterbo, however you pronounce his name, and he's just different. But yeah, I take him. Man, listen, you take a team like that and you get them to the college football playoff, you have success, and then you got a guy who admitted, he's been through the whole thing of calling his own plays and admitted, like, hey, I can't do this all. I have to delegate it. So he's got that part of it. Like we've seen the stories of him like becoming a head coach kind of in real time. We've seen the maturation process of, hey, I can't call plays and be the head coach. I have to delegate that.
Okay.
And the willingness to do that, right?
Okay.
We've had coaches here in the past that have done that and have been kind of stubborn about giving away that play sheet.
Yeah.
So, man, yeah, that speaks to growth. I take Dillingham in a heartbeat.
Okay, so
Notice.
are we putting him on the line between hot and warm, or are we putting him all the way in hot?
I put him down beside DJ Durkin below. Well, I don't like Franklin and Marcus. And remember, when Bo Nix decided to go somewhere else because it wasn't working here at Auburn, he followed him to Oregon.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So that says something about how players feel about him.
Okay. So we gonna put Dillingham in the hot. We gonna say we hot on Dillingham. Okay. All right. Now it seems as if everybody says that they like Eric Morris as the offensive coordinator. as the next offensive coordinator
See,
for Auburn.
I would like to keep Durkin and bring him in as the OC.
Yeah, I got the same feelings about Eric Morris that I have about who did we say?
Charlie Weiss Jr., Kendall Browse, those
Kendall
type of
Kendall
guys.
Browse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do
but
this.
honestly, man, Eric Morris is that hot dude name though. I think somebody's gonna get him
Would you take Kendall Browse as an offensive coordinator?
in a
I
heartbeat.
would.
Okay. All
I would
right.
take Charlie Weiss Jr. as a coordinator.
Okay. I was just about to say that.
In a
I was
heartbeat.
just about to ask that question. So if you take him, would you take Charlie Weiss Jr. as an offensive coordinator? Because I say if you like Lane, if you love Lane, you should love. If you love Lane, you should like Charlie Weiss Jr.
Yeah. You give me DJ Durkin with any of those three guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
Okay. All right. So that's the list. You know what? I just for fun, I'm gonna just throw a name up here and I want to see what everybody say because I just want to do it. I just want to do it.
Hell no.
Jimbo Fisher.
Nah.
Where are we putting Jimbo Fisher?
Nah, man.
The third circle of hell.
Yeah, I'm cold on you. Can he be our PR person though? Like, put Jimbo in our PR department. Like, I love Jimbo as the person, just not as a coach. Like,
no Dumbo. Wow, bro. Hey, but you know what? If Jimbo comes, Damian Craig is likely to come. And if Damian Craig comes, guess what? Cam Coleman is definitely going to stay.
That's one of the reasons why Jimbo's name keep coming up. For that reason alone.
Exactly.
And if Jimbo comes, failure follows.
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
It's true.
So let's put Jimbo in the cold. We're gonna put him up here right next to cold because he's ice cold. All right. That's it. Okay, man. All right. I think this is our hot boy right here, how we have it. We have in the cold, we have Jimbo Fisher, John Gruden, John Summerall, Alex Goldich, and Glenn Schumann. Warm, Eli Drinkwitz, Matt Patricia, Brian Kelly, Ryan Silverfield, Charles Kelly, Kellen Moore, Joe Brady, Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin's on the line between warm and hot. And then in the hot, you have James Franklin, Marcus Freeman, DJ Durkin, and Kenny Dillingham in the hot. Let's see. Mike asked a question. He said, Nick, who is your OC if we hire Durkin? Me. I would be the OC. That's what it would be. No, I'm just playing. Yeah. No, I actually out of the three that we have over here in the OC category, I like Charlie Weiss Jr., man. I like Charlie Weiss Jr. because I like what Lane does on offense. And like I said, if you love Lane Kiffin, you will like Charlie Weiss Jr. because he's been everywhere with him at all points and times. So yeah, I like Charlie Weiss Jr., man. It would be either him or Bryles. I don't know enough about Eric Morris to be honest with you. I've seen North Texas play, but I don't know enough about him to say that I would hire him off the top. But I know a lot about Charlie Weiss Jr. and Kendall Bryles.
To that question, mine would be Bryles probably from this list as first, and I also would like to say like let's see how these hopefully next 4 games of this season go, because we got a Lane Kiffin disciple calling plays now.
Derek Nix,
and we talking about DJ Durkin having a lot of pressure on him and this being a proven time for him. All the pressure right now is on Derek Nix. The defense already knows what they like you think about it, like this defense already it's going to be great. DJ Durkin is going to call this defense. Even if DJ Durkin does not get this Auburn job, he's going to be fine, right? He's going to go somewhere, be a head coach or another defensive coordinator somewhere else. This is time for Derek Nix to make his name be really and truly known in the offensive circles as a potential coordinator, play caller. Listen, if he does well in these 4 games against what I would consider solid competition, when I say 4 games, I mean if we win 2 of these and get to a bowl game. Man, you got to consider keeping the whole staff intact.
Okay. Ryan put one out. I got Ant coming in real quick. We're gonna get Ant in here real quick, and we're gonna get out of here because we didn't kept y'all too long. But he said one name that I'll throw out there is Jeff Levy, currently at Mississippi State. He was the athletic director. John Cohen did hire him. What are y'all thoughts on one Jeff Levy potentially coming? Now, would Jeff Levy come be like
Cohen didn't hire him.
You right. Zach
Cohen.
Salmon, my bad. Zach Salmon hired him. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. Zach Salmon, AD at Mississippi State, hired him. I don't know why I said that. I think I just saw the name Cohen. And I said that. But
Cohen was already gone when Levy got
hired.
Right.
You're right. He was already gone. Zach Salmon, the defensive coordinator, the AD at Mississippi State, he hired him there. He brought him there to Starkville. Thoughts on Jeff Levy?
I would take Jeff Levy as a head coach here. I think he's, man, you see that offense?
Yeah,
with the resources Auburn has over Mississippi State, it'd probably be pretty successful.
I think when somebody that's a great point. I think DJ Durkin, Eric Morris with Levy head coaching, Auburn would be a pretty good team. But I think a lot of these head coaching hires, we got to start thinking about who would we bring in on the defensive side of the ball too.
That part too. Yeah.
Because I just don't see a world where Durkin stays if he's not picked for this job, man. I just think we're not the only one looking at this and seeing how good of a job he's doing with this defense.
True.
Trust me.
True.
Trust me.
Ohio State wanted him hard.
Right.
Matt Patricia was second choice.
He was.
Right.
He was. Let me bring Ant in here real quick. Ant, what's going on, my guy? What's on your mind? We about to get out of here, though. What's on your mind, Ant, real quick?
What's happening?
Ant, every time we come live, Ant, Jesus Christ, Ant.
You didn't put Ant name up there for OC though.
No, that's Ant. That's what Ant said. Ant picks what he put in there. Oh, you talking about what? You right. Let me put Ant up here for OC. Let me put Ant up here. I got what you just said. Hold on. let me do that. Let me do that. There we go. Ant for OC.
Absolutely.
Ant gone. It'll be it. He'll be on. He said, I'll be on Friday service. So okay, all right, that's cool. That's cool. Mm-hmm. All right, man. We appreciate y'all so much. Oh, look, King Richard got one. He said, yeah, what if Auburn's offense does a total 180 and all of a sudden we average 38 points per game in the next 3 games? Would you have to consider keeping Derek Nix as the OC at that time? Then that would have to be considerations.
Listen, man. I'm not saying that that's going to happen specifically, King Richard, but like I would not be shocked if everything is true. What they said about Hugh Freeze just simply not being there, and calling different plays during the game. We don't know what a Derek Nix game plan looks like, so we could see a lot more success on offense. I'm hoping that's the case, actually.
Yeah, me too, man. It would be nice to see. It would be nice to see something really, 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 really dope. As the season go out and be able to go to a bowl game too, man.
Yeah.
As you stated earlier, those extra practices with DJ Durkin.
Yeah. And we might get to the Birmingham Bowl. And a lot of people joke on that, but it's right down the road from my house.
I'm definitely gonna try to get credential for that if we go to the Birmingham Bowl. I'm definitely
imagine we go 7-5.
Yeah.
Man, it'll be a great ending to what was a horrible season to start. I tell you that much. Appreciate that, Ryan, man. Appreciate that, Ryan, man. Thank you so much.
Early Christmas gift.
Yeah,
don't be a stranger, Ryan. I love the stats and everything you brought today. That was dope.
That was dope, man. Appreciate you coming in, Ryan, man. That was great, man. Thank you so much, man, for coming around the water cooler. War Eagle 9696. Shout out to you as well, man. As well. I think Auburn is going to put a whooping on Vandy. Okay, all right. Okay, so he said, "Hold your horses, right?" We'll see what happened here, man. Shout out to King Richard, man. Auburn Thaw, what you gotta say to the people before we get up out of here, my guy?
Well, I just want to say, Ryan, I like the cut of your jib. War Damn Eagle, let's take over Nash Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
As always, man. Shout out to you, Auburn Thaw, man. We'll see you Friday, my guy. All right, man. So great show, man. Appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with that. This is the Water Cooler Talk, Auburn Coaching Hot Board. This will be posted on Twitter, and it will be posted on Facebook, and we're gonna post it on TikTok as well. This is what we came up with. And so it is what it is, man. Vandy Chris was on the show last night for the ranking show. That's where he was at. You had to come over there and watch the ranking show. Vandy Chris was over there with us last night. Shout out to Vandy Chris. Yes, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. We will post. We are gonna post this on our on Twitter, on YouTube, and we're gonna post it on TikTok and Instagram as well. This is the Water Cooler Talk Auburn Coaching Hot Board. So hey, we appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank y'all again for rocking with us, man. For rocking with us. Let's bring this in right here. We will be doing a locker room this week. It will be Tez and Marcus in the locker room with you all this weekend, man. It's gonna be fun. I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna have a great time. And guess what? Tiger Vent, you know what? You ain't even have to leave the locker room for Tiger Vent because it's gonna be right right as soon as the show is over. It's gonna be right there. So I'm telling y'all, man, y'all have a great time, man. It's gonna be fun, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to these YouTube channels at It's SEC Season, at Tight Sports, at Alabama Football Megacast, at Auburn_Addicts TV, at the Uptempo Podcast. What I got, Dustin's put out a really good video today. Which I need to go watch over on the Uptempo Podcast. I want y'all to go watch that video over on Uptempo. It was a really good video. Is the last video that's posted. Make sure y'all go check that out. Shout out to our guy B Sharp over at Sharpshooter Sports Talk, man. Go subscribe over there. Vandy Chris over at the Go to Broom Podcast. Subscribe over there as well. The Huggy Beard himself on YouTube, and he's on Twitter at the Huggy Beard as well. Make sure you go subscribe to our guy. Oh, excuse me. Go subscribe to our guy Bubba from Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk on YouTube as well, man. Go subscribe over there and give them a follow and a like and a subscribe and a share as well. JMHO Sports Talk, just my humble opinion, Sports Talk with Coach Sean on YouTube, On the Block Sports with Coach Carl on YouTube as well. And I know somebody, I think I saw Huggy in the chat asking about Edwards' YouTube channel. It is Kid Country, man. I mean, let me find one of Edwards' comments and let me see if you type that in, it should bring that up when you looking for it. But it's Kid Country. It's Kid Country, KIDD Country with a K. All of it is with a K on YouTube. Mm-hmm. If you type that in, you should be able to find it. But I can't find a comment from he was in the chat. Shout out to Edward. Edward was in the chat. There it is. There he is right there. Kid Country. At Kid Country. That's it. There he is. Mm-hmm. So make sure y'all go over there and y'all subscribe over to Kid Country. I got Edward, man. Shout out to Edward for always rocking with us as well. And being with us, man. Auburn thought said I got to be in Troy Saturday, but y'all have fun in the locker room. Yeah, man, we're gonna try to have a great time as well. I won't be there. We got family thing going on this weekend. Nick, if Auburn wins this week, Tez is going to have to do the locker room for the rest of the year. Hey, listen, if they do, I don't mind because Auburn will be winning. That's it. I don't mind. It is what it is, man. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all so much, man. As always, man, make sure you support the people that support Water Cooler Talk Sports. I got DJ Hollywood Media. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Hollywood EY. And follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's, man. Shout out to I got DJ, man. Day one supporter Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Always rocking with us is there, man. Tez, I know I just did it, but let them know where they can find you at again. Just most
Yeah, man, you can find me at It's SE Season. If you're under the sound of my voice, head over to at It's SE Season right now on YouTube and give me a subscribe. Check out the content. Had a great ranking show last night. Packed house. Very, very fun. Yeah. And you're gonna be able to find me in the locker room Saturday. So you got me, you got Marcus unsupervised. So this should be an interesting one. But yeah, it's always a pleasure, man. Nick, you had me over here. Always a pleasure. Chat, chopping it up with y'all, man. Just appreciative, man. I appreciate you guys so much.
Nah, man, we appreciate Tez always coming over here rocking with us. He's third member of Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Ain't nothing to it. We appreciate you so much, man, for rocking with us as always. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us tonight. We'll be back Friday for preview of Vanderbilt at Auburn at Vanderbilt. Then of course we'll be picking some games as well. We'll be picking some SEC games this week as well. We didn't get a chance last week because we got into a really, really good conversation. But all right then, man. We will see you all Friday, man. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good one. Better yet, man, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed, man. Make sure y'all give the man upstairs above his, because guess what? He deserves all the praise and all the glory. And until Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, ladies and gentlemen, it is one love. And guess what? We are gone. We out this mug.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.